The AI of it all. Obviously, Cynthia was upset about it. What was your reaction when you saw it?
By now, you've probably heard that Wicked star Cynthia Erivo is facing some serious backlash after snapping back at a fan's edited movie poster, sparking intense outrage from the fan base. Things have taken an even darker turn for Cynthia. Her co-star, Ariana Grande, has jumped into the drama, and she's not exactly in support of Cynthia's actions. The movie poster in question is a recreation of the iconic image from the 2003 Wicked Broadway poster, Glinda whispering into Elphaba's ear. It's one of those images that's burned into the minds of Wicked fans everywhere, like how Harry Potter fans would recognize Hogwarts at a glance. Naturally, fans were excited when the new poster featuring Grande and Erivo was unveiled, but the final product? Let's just say it didn't exactly live up to expectations. The recreated movie poster showed both of the actresses' faces in full view, likely to make sure each star got their moment in the spotlight. But let's be honest, this move diluted the original poster's magic.
Ironic smirk suggests a protagonist who knows things the audience and other characters don't, who may have sinister intentions in mind, or just views the world around her with the nonchalant amusement of someone who knows exactly who she is and what she wants to become way before anyone else has figured it out. The bright red lips create a striking visual contrast with the green skin and suggest the understated sexuality. Lastly, there's the eyes, which are hidden, and for very good reasons, so pay attention to this one, 007. The eyes, as they say, are a window to the soul. They can tell you a great deal about what a person's really feeling, and making direct eye contact with someone is a show of trust and confidence, because you're opening yourself up to them, you're inviting them in and showing them that you've got nothing to hide. But when you look in a person's eyes and they don't match their facial expression, you notice it right away because your brain's trying to warn you that they might be trying to deceive you. Ever heard the old saying of the smile that doesn't quite reach the eyes? Well, there you go. But if you remove the eyes altogether from an image, it takes away our biggest insight into a person's true motivations and intentions. Now they're no longer open, trusting and honest. They're mysterious, closed off and enigmatic. They could be thinking anything and you wouldn't really know it because you can't see. We don't see her eyes in the poster, so we don't know who she really is, and whether the look in them matches the smile that we see. The overall effect is to create a subtle but very important sense of ambiguity and mystery. This is a character we're not meant to know yet, who could ultimately be good or evil, and seems to enjoy the mystery of keeping her true nature hidden from us. She's in on the joke already because she knows where all this is leading, and she wants you, the audience, to go on that journey with her, and maybe learn a few things that you didn't expect along the way. Like I say, it's very smart, making use of simple and striking imagery to convey complex ideas, and subtly encouraging the audience to find out more.
Instead of the iconic shadowy Elphaba with a sly grin, we got Cynthia Erivo staring straight ahead, expressionless. No smirk, no red lipstick, none of that mystery. Ariana Grande, instead of a white hood, was donning a crown. Fans immediately took to social media to voice their disappointment.
Fuck.
An ex-user tweeted, "Cannot believe it took them this long to recreate the poster, and they fumbled it so hard." Another stated, "The subtle grin is the most iconic part of the poster. Why is she just going no expression emoji?" Wow. Ex-user at StirStyler tweeted, "Would it have been too hard to give her red lipstick, pull down the hat over her eyes and make her smirk a lil? She just looks like a straight-faced meme." Oh, this isn't exactly a world-ending issue, right? A poster not quite hitting the mark isn't going to make or break a movie. But we're dealing with Wicked superfans here, folks. These people know every note, every lyric, every little detail. So when the poster didn't match the energy of the original, they felt that. So they took matters into their own hands. A Wicked fan, clearly unimpressed with the movie's official poster, decided to take matters into their own hands and create a fan edit. The fan edit was more in line with the original Broadway poster, where Elphaba's face is partially hidden beneath her iconic hat, casting shadows over her eyes to give her that mysterious, wicked aura. And major note here, guys, they weren't trying to tear anyone down. They just wanted to bring back some of that OG Broadway magic. Honestly, I respect the dedication. Fans like this one keep the legacy alive and show they care. It's not like they were out to disrespect anyone or cause drama. It was just about honoring the original poster. Simple, right? Oh no, not for Cynthia Erivo. For reasons that still leave many scratching their heads, Erivo saw the edit and absolutely flipped. She blasted the fan edit on social media, calling it the wildest, most offensive thing she'd seen in a long time. Really? The most offensive thing? I mean, I get it. The internet is full of offensive content. But a poster edit? Come on, Cynthia. We're not talking about deep fakes or smear campaigns here. This was just a fan playing around with shadows and color to give it a Broadway-style vibe. But she didn't stop there. Oh no. Erivo claimed that by covering her eyes with shadows, the fan was somehow erasing her, reducing her to something less than a full human being. And here's where she left everyone stunned. Her reaction felt so disproportionate to what was actually happening. Let me read the full post for you so you will better understand.
This is the wildest, most offensive thing I have seen, equal to that awful AI of us fighting, equal to people posing the question, is your T green? It degrades me. It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration. I am a real-life human being who chose to look right down the barrel of the camera to you, the viewer, because without words we communicate with our eyes. Our poster is an homage, not an imitation. To edit my face and hide my eyes is to erase me, and that is just deeply hurtful.
First of all, it wasn't just Erivo's face that was obscured. Ariana Grande's face was covered too, but you didn't see Grande taking to social media with the same level of outrage. Erivo made it personal, as if this fan edit was some calculated effort to erase her identity as a black woman, which, let's be real here, wasn't the intent at all.
Fixing the Wicked movie poster. And there's the new one, and she referenced the old Broadway one. Let's see the changes that get made here. Okay, making the lips red, turning the smile up. It seems as though Ariana Grande is getting some edits as well. Her hand is getting moved. The shock, the horror. So far, I'm not seeing anything wrong here, but we'll give it some time. Okay, moving the flying monkeys, fixing her coat, and adding the Wicked logo. Okay, let's pause on that frame. All this fan did was take the Broadway poster and make the movie poster look like it. And in doing that, had to cover up Cynthia Erivo's eyes. Not her nose, not her mouth, didn't change any of Cynthia Erivo's physical features that I'm aware of in watching this. This was the edit.
Now, if Cynthia thought her reaction would put an end to this so-called controversy, she was dead wrong. In fact, it only stoked the flames. Fans were not having it, and they made their feelings known. And honestly, they had some good points. There's this, and honestly, the harshest take was from someone who said she's mad that it's a bad photo and she's taking it out on the fans instead of the marketing team for the movie studio. They should have recreated the exact same poster to a T. Either she couldn't deliver the facial expression or the photographer and editors chose the wrong shot. It is what it is, Cynthia. Nobody is erasing you, so relax. Ouch. That one hit hard, but it wasn't exactly wrong, was it? For many fans, Erivo's reaction felt like an overreaction. It wasn't long before comparisons were drawn between Erivo's meltdown and Rachel Zegler's now infamous comments about the Snow White remake.
It's Hollywood, baby.
Like Zegler, Erivo seemed to misunderstand the heart of the fan community. While Zegler's comments were directed at people criticizing her portrayal of Snow White, Erivo's frustration was aimed at something even more benign, a fan paying tribute to the Wicked legacy. To make matters worse, the controversy didn't stay confined to the fan community. Major news outlets like NBC, CNN, and Variety picked up the story, shining a light on the drama and further amplifying the backlash. Some fans were appalled at how Erivo had used her large platform to direct so much ire toward a small fan account. Others took it even further, making racist comments in response to Erivo's reaction, which only deepened the sense of ugliness surrounding the whole situation. To be fair, Cynthia Erivo, like many black women in Hollywood, has faced her share of real discrimination and erasure throughout her career. The entertainment industry, as we all know, isn't exactly known for treating women of color fairly. Her sensitivity to this issue isn't without context. However, that context doesn't entirely justify her public meltdown over what was essentially fan art. Let's call it what it was, a huge overreaction. And Ariana Grande, who stars alongside Erivo as Glinda, indirectly agrees with this. Ariana Grande didn't come out with an aggressive clapback or a dramatic Instagram post. No, instead, she gave a calm, measured response, essentially saying that fan edits are just part of the world we live in now. It's not a big deal.
It's very complicated because I find AI so conflicting and troublesome sometimes, but I think it's just kind of such a massive adjustment period, and this is something that is it's so much bigger than us, and the fans are gonna have fun and make their edits.
But in her response, Grande was also careful not to throw her co-star under the bus.
I have so much respect for my sister Cynthia, and I love her so much, and you know, it's just a big adjustment period. You know, it's like so much stimulation about something that's so much bigger than us, so yeah.
If there's anything celebrities can take away from this disaster, it's that sometimes the best response is no response. Why? Because honestly, it's just a poster. Actors don't need to weigh in on every piece of fan art or internet post. If we all responded to every minor blip online, we'd be exhausted in a week. And in this case, a little silence would have saved Erivo from the backlash and let her keep the focus on what really mattered, the movie. The Critical Drinker explained this better.
Now, this is one of those little forks in the road that life sometimes presents us with. A choice about how to react to a given situation, and that choice can have pretty big repercussions further down the roads. On the one hand, she could have chosen the safe option and said nothing at all, because why bother, really? It's just an image that someone made. It doesn't mean anything, and it doesn't affect how people feel about the movie in general. And as an actor, you're not obliged to react to every image or piece of fanfiction that crops up online. It's not your job. Or she could have chosen the gracious option, which is to compliment the artist and say something blandly positive like, "Wow, this movie has the best fans ever. So creative. Can't wait to see you all at the theatre when it releases next month." That would have shown a magnanimous side to her and helped to promote the movie at the same time. Good job.